first home win of the season for you guys. Obviously, there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened in that game, from not being able to shoot early to shooting late. Concord shot well, foul trouble, obviously, for both sides. I think we'll start with you, Allie. The bench was key for you guys in this game. You guys got 33 points from the bench with all the foul trouble. It was big on your coach, Jamie, to have to sub people in, and you were one of those people that came in big in that game. How important was it for you to come in there and be impactful, knowing that you had to step up because some people were on the bench with foul trouble and they couldn't get those fouls?
I think she understood her role. She didn't try to do things that she wasn't trying to do things she's not capable of doing. Her role in this game was to come in and give 44 fits, and I think she has the physicality and the strength to do that. So, but you can talk about your offense a little bit.
Honestly, I think offensively I struggled a little bit. I think that at the beginning I struggled getting into it, but once we got the ball moving and then we looked for like cutters and worked the inside out game, I think it really did help a lot.
You had a couple of really nice passes, and also on offense, I thought you did a great job rebounding today. You had 8 rebounds in the game, 6 of them on the offensive side. What's the key for you to getting position down there and getting those offensive rebounds for you guys to get second chances?
Honestly, I think I just went in knowing that I had to beat and bang with 44 and try to stop her and also try to get her in foul trouble to an extent. So I think when the shot went up, I just threw my whole body into her a little bit and it came out.
Sable, for you, you got the start today. Career high in points for you. Obviously, the shooting was going for you early. What was the feeling coming into the game for you? Was it one of those games you could just tell you're going to be on today and you look for your shot? It seemed like that was the case early on.
I just knew I had to come in, first start at home, had to get the job done. She's depending on me to do things, whether it's scoring, rebounding, or playing hard defense. She's depending on me, and that's just one of the things that happened to work out for me today. So.
And your defense has been a huge contribution to this team early in the season. And early in this game, you held some of their best scorers to low numbers in that first half, and defense was a big part of the reason you guys were up in that game early on. What's the focus for this team and for you in particular when you're out there on defense?
Just, following our basic principles, our shell principles, as we call it. Just stay in help side. Whenever ball's across the court and your man's opposite side, just following those key details and staying out on ball side as well. Follow those simple things, and we move as a unit, and it all works out.
And obviously, this not being a conference opponent, but a close game and a regional rival, team that you guys play every year. Coming off that loss to Limestone in those first 2 conference games were really close games. How good does it feel to pull out a close one like this?
Oh, it feels great. Everybody contributed tonight, and it was a big team win, so the energy is great, and that's going to help boost us going into Saturday's game as well.
So then, Jamie, let me ask you about, obviously, a big night for you, having to deal with all the foul trouble, not only for your team, but for them as well, handling all of that. How do you think your team handled the pressure of, having to have so many substitutions and different rotations and whatnot, and just playing with all those fouls?
Yeah, we talked about like when adversity hits, we have 2 options. We can rise to the occasion, or we can, just lay down and quit. And I thought we rose to the occasion. And I feel like this game obviously means a lot to me, but also I feel like there's a lot of excitement that goes on for Concord as well. I'm close with a lot of their players. I support their program just because, that's my alma mater. So, I'm their biggest cheerleader except for one game of the year. So tensions were a little bit high. I've known Tesla since she was about 4 years old. So we have a great relationship. So I knew like there were going to be extra fouls because our players, they know I want to win every game. But I felt like they knew that they had to come in and strike first. So I knew like we would come out with a little extra adrenaline and we would pick up some fouls. But it's refreshing to be able to go to the bench and know that people are locked in and able to contribute. So that's been a big focus of ours. Just buying into scout, buying into our game plan, and I feel like they all like rose to the occasion tonight. And without our bench, we would have been in big trouble tonight. So just excited and happy for all of our players because it should build momentum going into Saturday, like Sable said.
On the other side of handling the foul situation, they had plenty of foul trouble too. They had 3 players foul out, another 2 with 4 fouls. You guys go 31 for 38 at the free throw line, 82%. That's an easy way to just look at maybe the difference in the game for them. And I thought it was really big coming off a Limestone game where you guys have been a good free throw shooting team all season, but weren't your best in that loss. Just talk about how important it was for the team today to be good at the free throw line and maybe how proud you are for that.
Yeah, I mean, to go 22 of 36 and then turn around and go 31 of 38, that's just a testament to our players. We're not going to have nights where we shoot the ball extremely well, and so in those nights we have to come up with key stops. And I felt like we did that tonight as well, because a lot of our free throws didn't come to the end of the game, and they're trying to extend the game and foul us and put us on the free throw line. So, but we were able to step up and hit those free throws when they mattered the most. But it's something that we talk about. I try not to overstress it, because when you overstress things, I think gets in their head a little bit too much. So today we just wanted to play freely, kind of no pressure on us, just reactive play. And I felt like we did a good job of that.
And obviously you mentioned this being a big team win. You got contributions from everywhere. Really surprising contributions from some young players. Obviously the freshmen have a big role on this team at all different positions, but in particular, I think they all really played really well tonight and handled their roles in a good position. To speak about how advantageous it is to have a young, good core on this team and to find a way early in their career to win a close game.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a learning curve for some of them. Even Sarah Burton was here all last year, but didn't get to play. So she battled through some foul trouble, but she stayed locked in. But Jaylee, backup point guard, can play the two. Sometimes you got to get her to slow down a little bit. So it's still a learning curve, but with the experience that they're getting now, I think it's going to help us, towards the end of the season, and hopefully be able to extend our season a little bit. But hopefully the future is bright with the young players and the experience they're getting now. And Mac, came in offensively, didn't do anything crazy, but caused a lot of things to happen with her cuts, her passing, but also her defense. She was able to contribute on both sides of the floor. And then Jaylee, defensively and rebounding. Smallest player on the floor, but acts like she's the biggest player out there. So she's got a big heart, not going to back down from any matchup. Is going to crash the boards. On paper, one of our best rebounders. So excited to see her growth this early in the season.
Well, all three of you, thank you for taking the time. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.